Okay, so Kevin, you've been operating here in China for many years. I think you said it's your 10th Marintec, which must be something of a record for the people on the UK pavilion. With all of the experience that you've got, what advice would you give to UK companies trying to enter the Chinese market, and how does Marintec help on the road to winning business out here?
Okay, it's a couple of different questions there. I think the important one is that the Marintechs I've done have been with a variety of companies, all British, some with commodity type products, some with large systems like Kelvin Hughes. But the most important thing for all of them was to have local representation. The Chinese shipyards are very receptive to British products on their ships that they're building, but they like to understand them and they like to ask complicated questions in Chinese. So we don't have the skill set to be able to answer those questions in Chinese, so having a local representative, whether it be an employee or an agent or even a dealer, is the route into all of these markets in China.
Because it can seem like quite a difficult market. If you haven't exported to China before and you're a maritime exporter, you may be experienced in Europe, China can seem a difficult market, but it's also an essential market. So what are the big challenges you think businesses need to overcome here if they're going to be successful?
Well, you're right in that it does seem difficult, but it's not difficult. It's the appearance of difficulty, but that's overcome by having a high technical knowledge and experience. Quality, very, very important to have good quality. Price is also very important. They're very price sensitive, and this is the biggest shipbuilding market in the world. We all know that. The reason it's big is because they can deliver high volumes at a reasonable price in the marketplace. So they build 600 to 800 ships a year in China, compared to Korea and Japan that are around 450, 500, and that's all price driven. They can build huge volume at low price. So to do that, they need us to be competitive to supply into them as well.
And we're told that this is very much a relationship driven market. So what, in your experience, do British businesses need to do to sort of break the ice with the Chinese and understand their culture, but build that relationship, bearing in mind there is the language barrier, but you've got to overcome that, haven't you? Because this is a relationship-driven country.
Very much more so.
It's not transactional.
No.
So how have you've been successful here, how have you managed to do that?
You need to spend a lot of time here with the people you're going to be working with. You can't just come in and go out again. You've got to spend time with them, get to know them personally as well as professionally, and understand their needs. And they tend to understand yours. They want to do business. China and the UK has a long history of working together, particularly in the maritime field. We go back hundreds of years together, and that's not going to change. They're very proud of that link.
And if you would give one piece of advice to viewers watching this for companies who are considering doing business here, what one piece of advice would you give? What do the Chinese really respect?
Two major companies I worked with, Kelvin Hughes and Hamworthy, built their own operation here in Shanghai. That's what the market respects, and that's what they want to see. They want to see inward investment, not just in infrastructure, but in people as well. So we invested heavily in the people here in China, education-wise, taking them across the UK, teaching them the products, and even building some of the products here. And that went down very, very well with the Chinese markets. And we were greatly successful as a result.